No. Okay. So override is simply percentage of profit that you get for doing a skill with your team. So as a team lead, you're required to do what? Lead. And what comes with leading? Coaching, training, developing. And that's not just doing the actual skill of being an activation specialist, but that's also mental coaching. Talk them through a tough time. Maybe somebody not feeling well. Being able to aid them in their mental space at that moment in time. As a leader in any role, because you're a leader as a father, you're a leader as a mother, you're a leader as a business owner, you're a leader as a team lead. You have to lead, and a reward that get paid or that's coming to a team lead overrides on one of them. Okay, what else you said? I think you said opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay, opportunity comes at that role. What else we got on here? Business owner, what's some roles that you play, Derek? So what we're going over is the 4 R's. Roles, requirements, repetition, and rewards. What role do you play in your life? What's the requirements of that role that you play? What's the reps you got to put in at playing that role to get the rewards that you want?
Father, brother, son.
Okay.
Requirement. Like, be in contact with them.
Okay.
Constant contact. Understand what they need. Yeah, take action.
Communication.
Personal relationship, you feel I understand them.
Okay. Requirement, developing relationships.
World is a lot of walls. Feel better about yourself. They learn, they feel you see them grow.
Okay. Growth.
Yeah, you see them doing more for themselves.
Self-confidence.
Self-confidence. Think big. What's some big rewards that you guys can receive for playing these roles? We have to think abundantly.
Yeah.
Like literally from abundant. And this is why I put my number one role first is a man of God.
You see the people you taught teach other people.
100%. Okay, so you see pinnacle of wisdom, or what we call that. Okay, pinnacle of wisdom. What you taught your children are now performing in the world and society. You know, the manners, the principles that y'all parents taught y'all, where y'all go through society right now respectfully. Y'all can walk into businesses, y'all can go into places and they say, dang, I can say you was raised well. That's a reward as well. Right? Just seeing what your parents passed down to you and you're shining for them because you're the walking blood from them. Okay? So think abundantly when you plan these roles, because you're going to get rewards on a spiritual level, you're going to get rewards on a mental level, and you're also going to get rewards on a physical level. Don't only do things for the physical rewards. The physical rewards is abundant. You can create anything in this world. Like, it's no limit to what you can get in the world. But you got to make sure you got yourself in alignment of the roles that you play. And we be skipping out on a spiritual role. What did you do to drop into your spiritual bucket today? Who did some spiritual development today? Raise your hand. Every day. We got to get into our spiritual bucket. What's your spiritual bucket? You can do it with prayer. You can do it with meditation. You can do it with reading your...
My spiritual bucket is prayer. As soon as I wake up, as soon as I open my eyes every morning.
Juice, there we go. Paying homage. Understanding that somehow, some way, I'm breathing. Right? And even if I wanted to stop myself from breathing, I couldn't. I can try to hold my breath as long as possible. Eventually, what's going to come out? That breath. Right? So that's being thankful for the things that I really can't control. That's having faith in the fact that I don't know how my lungs get this in and out. I don't know how that I breathe in this hydrogen and I mean this oxygen and I breathe out this hydrogen for those to be able to do those things. But somehow I go and cycle with the world. I'm thankful for that. I don't know about y'all. My organs pump my blood the right amount of way where I can walk through this mug and be like, hey guys. You feel me? Oh, y'all sleeping here. Hey guys.
Hey what?
All right. So I'm thankful for that because I don't control those things. But I do play a role of being a spiritual being on this planet. So I got to know what's required of me. And that requirement is having the faith. I got faith no matter what I go through. Spiritually, I can get through it. Because I can breathe and I don't know how I'm breathing. Besides what I was taught. In and out. But how's that breath coming through? So every time we learn these roles and you start prioritizing them, every day you need to be dropping something in those buckets. Literally, every day. The economy is going like this. So if your personal development is not going like this, you're going to be caught on this downhill. Okay, there's going to be a huge gap between the rich and the poor. The middle class is almost going and not going to be here. So if you're not developing yourself with the right amount of skill sets, with the right amount of people, and the right amount of information, you're going to be going in the wrong direction. So you need to hurry up and find out what roles you play, what is required of you so you can get active to developing yourself so you can get the rewards that you're looking for. Some of y'all said y'all wanted what? Generational wealth. Freedom. What is required to even get that? What's required to get generational wealth?
Dedicate yourself.
Dedicated to what? Generational wealth means what?
Wealth
Right
that
down the line.
goes to
Kids.
Okay, so passing down assets to different generations. So from your children to your grandchildren.
Forever money to me. Generational wealth is forever money. For generations to come.
Okay, forever money. Now, statistics says generational wealth don't make it past the the second generation. It usually get lost between the second generation and the third and fourth. It never makes it down there. It go down one generation and then that next generation F it up. Long story short, right? If y'all look at the news, Michael Jackson's estate is now being frozen. Like it's not even it can't even get to his children, his grandchildren. So you need to figure out what roles you play so you can get your generational wealth. How do I pass it down to them? Can I share with y'all a skill that I don't want us to make the mistakes as parents? Make your children earn the things that you give them. Don't try to give them the lifestyle that you didn't have. Teach them the things that you didn't learn when you grew up. Because if you just give it to them, they won't do what? They won't value it. Because it was just given to me. Right? We used to call it, if you was born on the east side of Detroit, the east side of Baltimore, and then you went out to, what's the rich counties out here? Horford County, you'll say, man, y'all ain't have to get that out the mud. You got it all from your parents, right? It's a different perspective. You guys know how to earn things, working hard for it. It's not that they don't know how to work hard for things, but they got to give it to them sometimes where they didn't have to earn it. But a lot of them end up with a lot of money on drugs, and then you see what they happen in the world. So what you want to do is you want to make sure if you want generational wealth to be passed down, you got to pass down generational skills. You need to teach them skills so that they can protect and sustain and add to the generational wealth. They can't just live off of it. I can't leave you 20 million and you only gonna leave off 20 million. You can't take that 20 million and go turn it to 50 million. But we can't expect others to equip them with the information to do such a thing. Okay? I grew up in a public school system as well. And some of the information that we get is not teaching us to be generationally wealthy or free. It's teaching us to become a worker. Now, if you don't want to pass that knowledge down 3-4 generations, because that's been being passed down for the longest, all right? I'm not saying further your education, don't go to school, because I went to college. But I'm also in debt, still paying on that college, and when I graduated, they told me I was overqualified for certain jobs, which I never intended on using it anyway to go get a job. I wanted to go play football. But when I needed to use it to get where I was going, I couldn't even get the jobs that I wanted to because either they were short on those positions and said, okay, we're not opening this position right now. And then when I go get other positions, they say I'm overqualified because I got a bachelor's. It don't make sense. And now I'm stuck with a $50,000 debt that I still got to pay that's hitting me in interest. No, I'm not about to put my children down that path. No, we're going to learn skills. We're going to learn trades, right? Develop trades. You can learn business early on. I daughter every time we outside at the park, she found a little hole and she selling ice cream, selling ice cream, selling ice cream. She always selling something. Why? She been around daddy at business school. When she come here, she learn these things so that she understands. Selling things is going to get you assets. And she would tell you, assets put money in your pocket. We got to teach these things. These are requirements as a father, as a mother, to put these things on. These are requirements as team lead. Not when you start getting that override, are you investing it or are you spending it on liabilities? Are you pouring back into your team? Are you getting together with your team? Because they helped you build and get those overrides. How are you investing back in them? How much time, how much knowledge are you giving them? Are you giving them books and things that you read as a team lead? I done dropped a few books on y'all. Y'all know where the library is. If you want to come in and read, just grab a book and read. But we want to know our 4 R's. What's the roles we play in life? To rehash. Requirements. What's required of you in that role? What reps do I need to put in to be the best role player at that role? This is the work right here. This is the do. This is the do part. This is where people get lost at, because now I got to develop myself every day.
That's crazy. It's literally be, do, have.
Juice.
It's literally be, do, have.
That's it. Okay? Be, do, have. That's exactly what it is. Now when you do the work, you get blessed. That's the natural law of the world. What you give is what you get. It's law of correspondence. So if you do what you are required to do in your specific role, you will have everything you ask for. You almost become a prophet for your own life. This is why we write our plans and our goals down. Because I can speak it into a manifestation. I can learn it into manifestation. I can skill it into manifestation. I can action it into manifestation. All I got to do is keep doing it over and over. What we don't want to get lost in is what? What usually make people miss out between doing the work and getting the rewards? What happens?
Time or the
Time is one of them. What keep people from being on this side of the board? They get stuck here. Lack of action. Well, everybody start off, right? But where did the lack of action kick in? When what?
when you stop or
When you stop, but what makes people stop usually?
When they don't read the rewards right away.
When they don't get the rewards right away. Instant gratification. Okay? They don't want to go through the what though? What makes them want, if they don't get instant gratification, what is it that they're facing that keeps them from on the other side? I like instant gratification. That's what divide that. If I don't get it right now, then what?
you lose it or you don't lose it.
Where do their mindset go? I want you to think of it.
Yeah.
It go down. The mindset go down. And then if the mindset go down, what else go down? The production. Now I'm not even producing. Now I'm not even really learning no more. Now I'm not even showing up to the office anymore. Now I'm about to sell myself on, man, this is too hard, I'm done. The part is where people go wrong at is you want instant gratification, but you don't understand all the skills that it takes to learn what you need to learn. It's mental fortitude, y'all. If you want success,